arguably the best eating.
Nothing like a good young buck.
He's young and he's big, which is good. You know, you get a lot of meat, and it's still going to be tender. I mean, I think it's all tender personally, but that's just me. But here, what we're going to do today, since this man hasn't gutted a deer, let's see, he's 15 years old. So you're 28 now, right?
28.
That's about 13 years. It's been a while, so he says he's going to need a refresher course. So I feel like while we got a nice fresh deer here, we'll do a how to gut a deer video for anybody that doesn't know. Maybe that's just getting started. So first thing we're going to do, man, get him flipped over. Yeah, come up behind him and kind of put your feet. Yeah, there you go. Hold him up. Alright, basically what you're going to do, I usually like to start about right here. You're going to reach down and you're going to pinch the skin. You'll be able to feel it. My focus right. Pinch the skin. You can pinch it and pull it up, and you can feel it. You can roll it around your fingers until it's just skin. You can poke the knife in there, and I like to turn my knife blade where the blade's actually facing up. Good. Poke it in the skin, and then very slowly and gently ride it up to about right here. And just take your time and don't go too deep, because you can always go deeper, but you can't ever, you know, take a cut away. Good, perfect. Be real careful, that knife is real sharp. Once you get the blade started, you can kind of use your fingers, come back behind it. You kind of hold them in a V and put your knife blade in between them. And kind of unzip it, if you will. Like, don't cut me. Once you get it started, you put your fingers just like this and pull up on the skin with your fingers and just run the knife blade with it. Alright. Pull that skin up though, make sure you get the knife in there. There you go. Don't go too deep. Ooh, might want to hair deep. It's okay. Yep. Now come around here, go the opposite way. Just like this. I usually just kind of run the knife around the edge of his nutsack all the way down. You can stop down there for now. Yeah, don't go that's too deep. Start about right there. See that? Yeah. And if you want to, you can actually pull it out. Use your fingers. Get them two fingers and stick it up in there. You separate it. Yeah, you can feel it. You kind of have to separate it with your fingers a little bit. Yeah, now you can stick that knife blade. Be very, very careful. Take your time. But you can use your fingers to kind of separate it so you don't go too deep, because your fingers will kind of keep you from going too deep. That looks fine if you pull it up like that. I mean, that probably work too.
Is that what you're saying right here?
Do me a favor. Let me film more.
Alright.
I'm not going to do, I just want to do one little piece to show you, but I'm going to let you do it because I think people learn better that way. So look. You can stick your fingers up in here, and you got, like, you know, you're going to have to separate it a little bit. He's got some fat and what have you, so, yeah, there you go. Once you actually get your fingers in there, like that, bring the knife blade like that, and then you can, like, literally unzip it. See what I'm saying? Once you get out of here, you can pull it up like this too. Go like that. Your gut bag's about done with by here. You take this knife back over. I want you to keep doing it. It's easier from here because the gut's basically in right there. That's the layer we were trying to find. At this point, this is where I would only stick my fingers in there to keep from poking it, but I feel confident that I can unzip it without even using my fingers. Just be real careful. You understand that? How deep you need to go?
Yeah,
No, that's fine. That's fine right there. Pop that. Okay. Now we in the good part. Now you might want to take your jacket off, roll your sleeves up, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'd take your jacket off.
I gotta get out of this one.
I'm sure there's more than one way to do this, but this is the way I was taught. And hell, it works for me. Once you get good at it, I can go in about 3 or 4 minutes. But yeah, I thought it was you had split them worse than you did, but no, you just barely poked it. So it ain't the end of the world.
Yeah, I let all the air out of it.
Yeah. I'd roll them sleeves up over your elbows. There you go. Because you're going to be in there deep. Okay, roll them back to the legs. Well, I guess it's fine. Alright, basically at this point, you're just going to reach your hand up around it. You're going to put your, this is a gut bag. You want to get around it. Work around it. Basically just try to roll it. All of his guts will just kind of already want to come out. They'll just kind of roll out. And we'll use this angle here to kind of, it wants to go downhill anyway, so yeah, just literally get behind there and yeah, there you go, just literally pull them out basically. That's where I always start. You're doing a great job. Yep. Now usually at this point, try to get up in there about as far as my hand can go behind all those organs and everything. And I usually don't use a knife right here. I just rip this shit out. And I use most of the time I use the deer's weight against itself to kind of shake it and rip it out. Just you don't want to rip anything like, you don't want to rip the stomach, but
it's full.
This is the majority. Yeah. You just got to reach your hands back up in all the way about here and just start pulling.
Okay.
Usually it takes more muscle than you think. You know, there you go. That ripping sound, that's what you want to hear. Yep, you're doing a great job. That one pipe right there,
yeah,
that runs back, that one single pipe,
yep.
You don't have to rip it for now because we're going to take it out. We're going to cut it so we can still get a hold of it, but that's this butthole, next to this butthole. We will worry about that in a second. We need to worry more, focus more on this end. And right here, check it out. But right here, there's going to be you think that's going to be all of it, but it's not. It's just a very thin layer of skin. You're going to have to poke your hands through this layer of skin up into here where his lungs and heart is, but we'll worry about that in a second. So just kind of work your way this direction. Yeah, just try to get behind all of it and rip. That's about the best way I can describe it. Yep. Like I said, I use the deer's weight against itself to like shake and loose.
Push it back.
Yeah. There you go. Keep working that direction up there toward the snake. Now, you can, some people, they'll get a knife up in there, but I really don't like sticking a knife to where I can't see it. So this is what I do until I get at least the majority of it out. There you go. There you go. Great job. If there's a piece that you can't pull, you are welcome to cut it. You'll find a couple things in there that's hard to pull. Well, hey, every time you go to stick a knife up in there, you take your time, be careful, because this is a thing where a lot of people, they start getting in a hurry, they killed a deer, they're excited, now they're over here working and doing stuff real quick, they get in a hurry and they stick a knife up in there where they can't see it and end up poking them, you know, slicing their finger off or something. But you're doing a great job. Just keep working towards that neck direction and yanking. And eventually, like I said, you're going to hit a wall. It's going to be the diaphragm. gonna have to poke through that, but worry about the rest of this stuff for now. If you need to, stick your other hand up in there and grab it with both hands, because you're about at the point to where you can just yank that whole section. It ain't easy. Hit something, I see some blood coming out.
I just didn't want to blow shit everywhere.
No, I feel you. If you have to cut it, like I said, go ahead. I think you broke through the diaphragm, because I think I see a lung.
Yeah, that's a lung right there, heart.
Yep, okay, you broke through the diaphragm and you're good. So basically it should be just about everything. Go ahead and pull it. It's connected somewhere out there on the bottom. Go ahead and fucking break it loose. I just yank it. Just yank it right there. Yeah, all that. Yank all that out. All that's gonna come out. There you go. There you go. Yeah, okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You can cut that. That's just like the skin. You can't cut that. Alright, now that's basically everything. I do want you to reach up in here and grab his esophagus. You're going to be able to feel it and just yank as much as you can out. If you have to cut it, you can cut it. Sometimes it's kind of hard. Cut it. If you can't feel it, you might have already yanked it out because you was yanking a lot of stuff in there. If you can't feel it, you probably already yanked it out. Don't worry about it. I think you already yanked it out if you ain't feeling it at all. We ain't over yet, so don't worry about cleaning your hands, but we almost done. Here comes the fun part. Behind him right here. Is that fleas or ticks? God, he's covered in ticks.
Covered in ticks, yeah.
That's crazy. He's got ticks everywhere on him. Here's what you're gonna do. Just hold him right there. Point to the camera. You're going to cut this in the skin area all the way down, basically to his butthole. When you get to his butthole, what I usually do is I literally stab it about an inch away from it, and I stab and cut all the way around it. And you're gonna have to stick the knife blade in there like the whole length of the blade, because there's some stuff connected to it. And basically you're gonna put your fingers in there and pull it out. Go ahead and cut that. You can turn the knife blade upside the other way, yeah, and just cut that down right there. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah. I try to never actually cut the meat. No, cut the hair. The hairs will mess your knife blade up so bad. Okay. But you can cut this meat like that. Split them open. Okay, now take the knife. And just don't even worry about that right now. Just start poking it around his butthole. Give it about an inch berth. Yeah, like that. Not too much. Just not that much of a berth around it. And stab and cut all the way around it. There you go. You'll when you start doing it right, you'll know. You'll be like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be cutting. There is a cavity right there. But just take your time, because you're gonna have to get it all disconnected. I think you missed a little portion there. Yeah, come in, cut right here, around here if you can. There you go, perfect. Now use your fingers. See if you can grab a hold of what I call the pipe. See if you can grab a hold of the pipe and pull it out. And it sometimes don't want to come easy. That's it. You got a hold of it. There you go. Just keep pulling it a little bit. Oh, most of it come out. A little bit in there. I think you can get it.
Turn him backwards. Stand him up on his hind legs. Fall out.
You got the, oh, there it is. That's it. That's it. That's how to gut a deer, man. That's all you really need to do. I guess you can split that
I just gonna pull the shit out of it.
just to make that, just to make it a little prettier.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. Hey, look, take a knife. You opened it. Take a knife.
Yep.
We'll walk down to the creek and wash your hands. That's how to gut a deer, everybody. It's really not that hard. And like I said, there's no real perfect way to do it. You know, everybody's got their own technique. Some people use a knife a lot more than we just did. I rip it out most of the time. Once you get used to how much force it's going to take, it gets real easy. But it's not that hard. Just main focus is don't cut too deep, and you can always cut a little bit deeper. And you'll know when you cut deep enough, because it will start trying to like expand out, like it'll start trying to bust out of the gash you just cut, because it's like compacted in there. You'll know. That's how to gut a deer. Good job.